If there's a class that's quintessentially Pathfinder 1E, it's Monk. This class combines the system's quirks and eccentricities into one magnificent package. Monk has a pool of points to spend on crazy abilities, special rules that override existing game norms, and a list of special abilities longer than the Great Wall. Then combine that with those quintessential Pathfinder archetypes. So, I've climbed the 1001 steps of the PFSRD Palace and opened the archetypal scrolls to help bring a transcendent master of special rule-heavy monk BS to your next Pathfinder 1E adventure. Now, this is the part of the video where I would typically encourage you to check out more D6 content, but not today. I'd like to stop and take a moment to pay respect to manga artist Akira Toriyama and all he's given to manga, anime, video games, and yes, tabletop gaming. Now then, let's start this look at Pathfinder 1E archetypes for the monk with the Scaled Fist. This archetype will make you a true dragon warrior. Starting with your first ability, Draconic Might. Any abilities that run off wisdom, such as bonus feats with save DCs, or uses per day, like Stunning Fist, as well as your AC bonus and your key pool, will all run off charisma instead of your wisdom. This makes unusual race choices for Monk very viable. You'll also have additional bonus feats added to the list of bonus feats you can pick from. At first level, you could pick from Dragon Style. When activated, you get a +2 on saves versus sleep, paralysis, and stun. Also, you can run, charge, or withdraw through difficult terrain. And you add plus 50% of your strength modifier on your first unarmed strike per round. Another option is Dazzling Display. As a full round action, you can demoralize your enemies. The final bonus feat option is Dragon Ferocity. When using Dragon Style, double the strength bonus on your first unarmed strike, and you add an additional 50% of your strength modifier to damage on every additional strike. This is amazing on Flurry of Blows. Also, when you crit or successfully land a Stunning Fist on your target, that target is shaken for 1d4 plus your strength modifier rounds. Finally, you qualify for the Elemental Fist feat even if you don't meet the prerequisites. But you do have to select one damage type that you can't change until you meet those prerequisites. Finally, you can use Elemental Fist as if you were a monk of the Four Winds. More on that in a bit. Then at 10th level, you'll get additional bonus feat possibilities added to your list, such as Disheartening Display. This is an augmentation to Dazzling Display that lets you further terrify your opponents. You could also get the bonus feat Dragon Roar. This gives you an additional Stunning Fist per day. You can choose to expend 2 uses of Stunning Fist to deal unarmed strike damage in a 15-foot cone, and targets in that cone are shaken for 1d4 rounds. The DC to save and negate the shaken condition, as well as half the damage, is DC 10 plus half your character level plus your wisdom modifier, but this would be charisma for you. Also, if you have Elemental Fist, you can deal that damage as well by expending 1 use of your Elemental Fist ability. Finally, there's Shatter Defenses. Any shaken, frightened, or panicked opponent hit by you is flat-footed to any of your other attacks made that round. This would be good on something like Flurry of Blows. At 3rd level, you get Draconic Mantle. This gives you a +2 on saves versus fear, paralysis, and sleep. And it replaces Still Mind. Also at 3rd, you get Draconic Fury. Select one energy type, acid, cold, fire, or electricity. You can expend 1 point of ki to deal 1d6 of that damage type with your unarmed attacks for a number of rounds equal to half your monk level. This replaces maneuver training. Finally, at 15th level, you get Draconic Breath. You can expend 3 points of ki to deal 1d6 points of your Draconic Fury energy type damage per monk level in a 30-foot cone as a standard action. Reflex save. 10 plus half your monk level plus your charisma modifier to half. This replaces Quivering Palm. The next archetype will really let you live that dark, forbidden technique, Shang Tsung fantasy. I am of course talking about the Hungry Ghost Monk. Starting at first level, you get Punishing Kick. You gain Punishing Kick as a bonus feat. This feat allows you to make an attack that deals unarmed damage as normal, but you can choose to either knock your target back 5 feet or knock it prone. DC 10 plus half your character level plus your wisdom modifier fort save will negate the prone condition. You can use this ability 1 time per day, plus 1 for every 4 levels. And because you're a Hungry Ghost Monk, 1 additional time for every monk level. As an example, you could do 6 punishing kicks per day at 4th level. 1 for the feat, 1 for being level 4, and 4 for your monk levels. At 10th level, you can push the target an additional 5 feet, plus an additional 5 feet for every 5 levels thereafter. At 15th level, you can also choose to knock your target prone, in addition to the movement. This ability replaces Stunning Fist. At 5th level, you will get Steel Key. When you reduce a living enemy to 0 HP or crit, I would recommend a high crit monk weapon like the Temple Sword, or the Butterfly Swords, with the Keen enchantment to increase their crit range, then focus on a high number of attacks to proc this ability. If you either zero a target or crit, you regenerate 1 point of ki. You are not able to exceed your maximum ki pool. At 11th level, if you regenerate ki in this way, you can attempt a new save against any disease you may have, with a bonus equal to your wisdom modifier. At 7th level, you'll get Life Funnel. If you have at least 1 ki point in your ki pool, and you land a critical hit, or reduce a living enemy to 0 hit points, you can recover HP equal to your monk level. You cannot steal HP and ki in the same turn. This ability replaces Wholeness of Body. Next, Life from a Stone. At 11th level, you can steal life or ki from any creature, not just living. This replaces Diamond Body. Finally, at 13th level, you get Sipping Demon. You gain 1 temporary hit point when you hit an enemy with a melee attack. And if you crit, you get HP equal to your Wisdom modifier. You can have temporary HP equal to your monk level. This ability replaces Diamond Soul. Now, let's move on to our final archetype, Monk of the Four Winds. At first level, you get Elemental Fist. This gives you Elemental Fist as a bonus feat. When you make an elemental strike, pick fire, acid, cold, or electricity. Your attack deals normal damage and 1d6 of that energy damage type. You can perform an Elemental Fist 1 time per day, plus 1 additional time for every 4 levels you have. And 1 additional time for every monk level you have. At 4th level, you could use your Elemental Fist ability 6 times per day. 1 for having the feat, 1 for being level 4, and 1 time each for your 4 monk levels. At 5th level and every 5 levels thereafter, you increase the damage by 1d6. So you deal 2d6 at 5th level, 3d6 at 10th level, etc. This ability replaces Stunning Fist. Next, at 12th level, you will get Slow Time. As a swift action, you can expend 6 points of ki for 3 additional standard actions. You can use these standard actions to attack, use skills or extraordinary abilities. However, you can't cast spells or use spell-like abilities or take a full attack action. This ability replaces Abundant Step. Next, at 17th level, you'll get Aspect Master. You choose from one of the following aspects that grants you new powers and abilities. Alignment restrictions apply. First up, the Carp. You gain permanent water breathing and a swim speed equal to your land speed. You must be non-evil. Next, Kieran. You must be lawful good. Kieran gives you a fly speed equal to your land speed, but you must end your movement on a solid surface or fall. Alternatively, you could embrace your true Monkey King or Saiyan Warrior with the aspect of the monkey. This can be any alignment. The monkey grants you a climb speed equal to your land speed and a prehensile tail that you can use to pick things up or attack with. Now, if you fancy the evil path, you could go with the aspect of the Oni. This allows you to, for 1 minute per monk level, assume a gaseous form. This loses you all your manufactured or natural armor, grants you DR10 versus magic, immunity to sneak attacks and critical hits, and allows you to move through small openings. Alternatively, there's the aspect of the Owl. This can be any alignment. This gives you a fly speed of 30 feet. Finally, there's the aspect of the Tiger. This can also be any alignment. As a tiger, 1 time per hour, you may move 10 times your land speed as part of a charge and gain the Pounce ability. This lets you make a full attack as part of a charge. Whatever aspect you choose, it will replace Timeless Body. Finally, your capstone ability at level 20 is Immortality. You stop aging, and if you're killed, you reincarnate as the Reincarnate spell. This ability replaces Perfect Self. Thank you for watching. 3 awesome monk archetypes for Pathfinder 1E from D6 Damage. If you're interested in game books, dice, and other accessories, check out Noble Knight Games. You can find a link in the description of this video. Also, if you fancy a good old-fashioned haunted house adventure for your next Pathfinder 1E game, check out Sorceress: The Dietrich House. Available right now on DriveThruRPG.